Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late January, moving into early February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarius collective in their season, might I add. Let's get it going, my gods. Hope you're all doing fabulous, my friend. Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius. And while we get this first card out, I just want to once again wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. Okay, whether your birthday's just passed, whether it's coming up, I hope you have a fantastic one. Okay, very complex card here, my friends. I mean, what else to expect from an Aquarius reason? There's always a lot of complexity involved. So yeah, you see this woman, the cage, the cat, we have a chessboard, we have a butterfly. So there's so many different powerful symbols here within this spread. So whether you're dealing with a lot of things or otherwise, we'll talk about it in a moment. Before we do though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you'd kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a bit about this card. So once again, if you look at the imagery here, we have this beautiful woman with the red hair. She's next to like a bird cage of some sort. There's a butterfly. There's a little orange kitty cat. There's a chessboard with the queen illuminated. So a lot of times when I see this card, I do think of strategy because of the chessboard, whether you need to plan something out, plan your life, plan a situation. But a big thing I'm picking up this week in particular, like since there's so much energy, it's so complex, it's crowded. For a lot of Aquarians, there could be just a lot of powerful energies affecting you in this time, okay? For better or for worse. So it could be important for the Aquarians to really shield their energy or ground themselves down in one way or another. Whether your schedule's super hectic or you're dealing with a lot of emotions or you're dealing with a lot of thoughts, it just feels like a lot of energy here. Now, for a portion of you, you might just be dealing with something that's complex, right? Like something that seems very simple on the surface, but underneath the surface, there's a lot going on. So there's a lot of layers and complexities here. But I would say try not to get overwhelmed in this time with this energy leading us off. Let's get into tarot. And I do always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time for the Aquarians and see what we got here. My gods, what do we got for Aquarius? And yeah, while we get it ready, last week's reading, my friends, was titled An Explosive Talk. So for a lot of you, whether that's a talk coming out of nowhere or a talk that, spun a little out of hand, that energy could still bleed over for the coming days and weeks, so keep that in mind. There was a lot of fire and air energy last week. So these could be talks that pick up a lot of steam or just pop up out of nowhere. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe, we could be seeing someone else you're connected to, right? You know how tarot goes. Let's get you 3 cards, though. What do we got for Aquarius here, my gods? Please and thank you. 3 cards for my Aquarian friends. There we go. First card popping out. 3 of Cups. Party, party. Okay, right? Very common card to see in your birthday season, my friends. I do like it. It's celebratory. It's happy. This card does get a bit of a bad reputation in the tarot community. I'm not going to talk too much on that. I think it's a positive. Let's get a couple more. What do we got for Aquarius here? Okay, deck is being specific now. It's like, all right, we gave you the 3 of Cups. Aquarius needs to party a little bit. Okay. So we got 2 cards here, my friends. 3 of Swords. So we have this back and forth energy here with the 3 of Cups, now the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, we're going to have to talk about all this, my friends. Different elements, different things happening, low numbers. We got repeating numbers. We got all sorts of stuff going on. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I'm looking over here at the box. Obviously, I mentioned we have 3 different suits. So we have Cups, we have Air, Swords, we have Fire, Wands. We have the double 3s starting us off. So for some of you, we might be mainly looking at the energy of people in your circle, people around you. That's a big possibility, especially with the repeating 3s. It's going to be very important to watch out for signs and synchronicities from spirit in this time as well. Because when I see a lot of repeating numbers in the spread, Watch for the signs that Spirit's trying to guide you or tell you something. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number 1, we have the Three of Cups. Now, once again, these two cards are complete opposites. Okay, and we'll get into that more in a moment. Three of Cups, you see these people, they're living it up, they're partying, they're lifting a toast, they're having a good time. So when I see this card, I think of happiness, celebration, wins, victories. It's a cause for a celebration here when this card is in the mix. So once again, very common to see in your birthday season, whether you're wanting to live it up and party a little bit, there is a cause for celebration. So we'll dig into that deeper as we move along in the reading. Now, I do always say all cards have positives and challenge. A challenge of the Three of Cups, it could represent someone that's partying it up a little too much. This could be a messy situation with somebody you're connected to. Because remember, threes, I know they get that reputation of like third-party situation, which could be true. But at the same time, it could just be the energy of someone you're connected to or someone in your circle. So these first two energies might not even be yours that we're looking at. They could just be someone else that Spirit's like, hey, watch them or see what situation they're going through. The Three of Cups is partying it up a little too much and sometimes could represent somebody that has issues with various substances, okay, like alcohol, whatever. I'm not judging here. I'm just giving you the different meanings. Now, moving to the center, we have the Three of Swords. Total opposite once again. So we see this card, we think of heartbreak, we think of pain, we think of somebody that's going through some issues. They're going through some tough situations. They're going through some problems. Now, when it comes to the Three of Swords, I do say that it's on a spectrum. It could be something very minor. This could be an energy of someone that's getting under your skin. They're a little annoying, right? This person annoys me a little bit. Or it could be somebody that's breaking your heart, making you feel terrible. It could be anxiety. It could be depression. All those things with this very simplistic card, right? That's the beautiful thing and the complex thing about tarot is these little cards can mean so much. Now, the fact that we do have the repeating threes, once again, could focus our direction. Hopefully not a third-party thing, but Spirit saying like, hey, someone in your circle, watch this energy specifically when we clarify it. Because to me, this could represent a tough problem or a serious situation of some sort. So we'll dig into it deeper. Now, moving to the back end, as we put this Three of Swords back in, we have the Ace of Wands. And one more thing I'll mention before we start talking about the Ace of Wands, this could represent a change, right? A change in the vibe where something was good, now it's not. Or somebody that is very much hot and cold, like one second they're cool, next second they're not. We have the Ace of Wands, very unpredictable type of energy. Now, I do say with all aces, they represent opportunities, they represent offers, they represent new journeys and such. It's a low-numbered card. The Ace of Wands is very passionate. It's filled with passion and desire. It's fiery and explosive, though. Now, aces could also represent talk. So remember last week's reading, an explosive talk. This could represent it. When we have all this energy, it might give someone a piece of your mind. Watch out for arguments and things like that. The Ace of Wands could also represent your libido. So you might be a little more hot and heavy than you normally are with this Ace of Wands. But I want to see, because as with all fire suit cards, they are unpredictable in their ways. Right, where something could change or shift in a surprising manner. So, but for some of you, yeah, maybe it is an opportunity of some sort or an offer. We're just going to have to see. So let's put that Ace of Wands down right there. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Aquarius and see what's happening. Gods, what do we got for my friends? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Cups. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you can drop it right in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Three of Cups time. It's just something switches on a dime or changes rapidly here. Let's go in on that, please. It's like such a vibe switch. So why is that Three of Cups in the mix? Thank you. Yeah. Okay. This is somebody absolutely trying to numb something. We have the Five of Cups underneath the Three of Cups. There could be issues, okay, with people in your sphere as well. I just got to keep punching that message home, because the Five of Cups, and I don't like giving messages like this during your birthday season, but the Five of Cups is the river of tears. So when we're surrounding a card of celebration, party, and living it up with the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords, that is a recipe for one, either someone having issues with substance, or two, addictions, things like that. No judgment, once again, but with this Five of Cups clarifying, it is somebody numbing it. They don't want to feel this. Whoever they are, whoever this is, they don't want to feel like this. None of us do, but this isn't a healthy way to deal with it. Like, this could be someone you're connected to that's going through some tough situations. They might have some big problems, and they don't want to show it. They're not acknowledging it. They're not healing it. They're not working on it. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up here, my friends. And it could specifically be someone that you have a deep emotional connection to, because they're both cups here up front, right? Like somebody that you do care about, someone in your circle. Can't control their actions though. So, and watch out for the third party stuff, letting other people into your circle, messing up your situations. Like, that could be it as well. I'm picking up a lot of seriousness here. And once again, I did say it in the very beginning, a lot of complexity. I'm picking that up in the energy as well. So we're going to see what's up with the Three of Swords. This could be a warning, right? This could be a warning about emotions as well, because we're going from happy to depressed, happy to heartbroken. It's like flip, flop, flip, flop. So this could be an emotional warning in this time. If you're not going through any of this stuff I just described, you might be very hot and cold in the coming days and weeks, right? Where you're feeling really, really good, then you're not. Let's go into the Three of Swords, where this is a person that is very much that way. So let's see what the Three of Swords has to say. Thank you. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So we're getting all the heavy hitters. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is the best way we do want to receive this card. But another thing I do have to mention, we have two sets of repeating numbers here. We have repeating threes, we have repeating fives. Now in numerology, what do repeating fives represent? Rapid change, fast change, very similar to tower-like energy, things that are shocking. Okay, so this could be somebody that is dealing with the fallout of something, and it doesn't feel like they're doing it in the best way, but they're trying. Now the Five of Pentacles in reverse could be things improving slowly. It could be like, all right, this is a journey. Like, somebody's on a journey, but watch out for issues with work, right? Watch out for issues with the monetary here. And this could literally just be a serious situation, okay? Of course. The Five of Pentacles in reverse could be a lonely type of energy, someone that they don't want to feel solitude, they don't want to feel lonely. So on top of the emotional warning, we have like double emotional warning. We have somebody that's really dealing with something deep. And I want to hold out hope until we get to the back end, because this is an Ace of Wands where someone could start coming out of a funk. But with the warning that we have here and all the energies that we're picking up, I would say if this is someone you're connected to, their energy is very unpredictable, very shaky ground type of stuff. They're going through some tough things or serious situations. Let's go in on that Ace of Wands. Let's see what that has to say. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. You know me, Aquarius. I always try to be glass half full. I'm an optimistic reader. I don't like doom and gloom. But when the cards come out, I'm going to tell you what it's making me feel, right? I'm going to tell you what the energies look like. All right, the deck wants to talk now. Let's see what that Ace of Wands has to say. Ace of Swords. There was a sign, this might have even been Leo, that had the reverse thing. If you're connected to Leo, you might want to check out their reading in specific, because their reading started off with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in the inverse. Wow, I'm getting like crazy flashbacks because I filmed it like an hour ago. Now, I always say when you mix the fire and the air, it's explosive. This could be someone that's like, all right, I need to start something over, or I need to start a new chapter. This way of doing things wasn't working. There needs to be another way. So, of course, we could say this is somebody making an offer coming in, right? Of course. So for a portion of you, maybe that's the case, like someone comes in with an offer. But when we have the Ace of Swords, sometimes it could be someone trimming things. So when I see the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands on the end, it tells me that these energies, these problems, these situations, they're not going to last forever. And the opportunities and offers and new cycles are going to come in, and it's going to happen suddenly. So if you've been going through problems or serious things, or you've been feeling any of these energies, this tells me on the back end, it's the energy where someone like just wakes up one day and they feel much better. It's like, all right, well, I was dealing with that. I was healing from that for a very long time. And then boom, I woke up one day and I felt better. It's giving me that vibe that there is going to be a new start. There is going to be a new beginning. Whatever these problems are, they're not going to last forever. And just to show once again, repeating 3s, repeating 5s, repeating aces, which are 1s. So we have all these number signs here this week, Aquarius, like 6 cards, and there's 3 sets of repeats. So that is something to really watch out for in this time, specifically if Spirit's trying to talk to you. Whatever these problems or issues or situations are will not last forever. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Because for some of you, if this was your past energy and you're taking now, like, all right, it's my birthday season, it's Aquarius season, as I move forward, this is what it's going to be. But watch out for the trials and tribulations. Let's go through piece by piece, and then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, in the first position, we have the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups in the upright. It did feel like someone could possibly be numbing something. You might have someone in your circle in your life that has issues with substance, and it's showing up here, or addictions. But the main vibe, I felt like there's an emotional warning where there's swings, where it's going from super happy, yeah, everything's fine, it's all good, everything's cool, to not. Okay, so watch out for things like depression, all that stuff. Moving to the center, we have the 3 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We got the double 5s, which could be shock, similar to the Tower, things that change quickly. Someone healing, but they're not quite doing it in the right way, if that makes sense. Once again, there could also be someone going through some serious situations. I don't feel like it's all you, Aquarius. For a lot of you, it could be someone in your circle that's going through some serious things and tough times. On to the back end, we have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. If you're connected to Leo, watch their reading for sure. But if not, this does feel good that whatever's happening here, it's not going to last forever. And one day, there's just going to be an improvement out of nowhere where it's like, all right, well, I was dealing with that for weeks and months. I thought it was never going to end. And then, boom, I wake up one day and it's all good. Everything's fine. So the cycle to come after the trials and tribulations looks very good, and it's going to come in suddenly and start suddenly. So take that for what it's worth, Aquarius. Please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. Let's get a good shuffle, my guides. Talk to me about Aquarius. And yes, my friends, I always like to see what's in the shadows at the end, just to see whether it's something within you. Maybe it's something you don't quite see just yet. Doesn't always have to be a challenge, though. Sometimes the shadow card could be very good. So let's see what's up. And yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. Put a link for it down in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. Much love and appreciation to all my channel members. Obviously, there's no pressure. But let's get you one shadow card. What is in the shadows for the Aquarians? Thank you. Okay, we got the 6 of Pentacles, a card of balance. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a really good one. Now, since it is your birthday season, the 6 of Pentacles is one of my cards of gift giving and surprises. So it's nice, like with all the stuff we were seeing in here, like a lot of you, there could be a nice surprise or a gift that you don't expect coming in, which is really good when we have the 6 of Pentacles. But this is a card of balance, okay? It's a card of giving and equality. It's extremely charitable as well. So when I see this in the shadows, I feel like this represents things improving or receiving assistance. So with that being said, all the stuff we saw in the reading itself, if you're dealing with any of those energies, Spirit could be telling you, like Aquarius, don't do it on your own. Ask for help if you need it. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But a lot of you, yeah, there could be a surprising gift coming in, which is cool. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. Any of the details of the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls tarot deck. It's one of my favorite new decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are one of your biggest goals for this year that we just entered into? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.